Eric Agorno here with Performance Golf Zone. In today's video, we're going to talk about how to increase golf swing speed. Now, there's a couple key concepts that I want you guys to take from here to put into practice to increase that speed immediately. I want you to be able to do these both in practice and when you take them onto the golf course. Two concepts let's go over. Part number one. In any athletic motion, part of that motion is going to be rotation. Rotation meaning I'm going to turn my body during the backswing or first part of the motion. I'm going to turn my body then during the second part of the motion. There's a tremendous correlation with club head speed and rotation. In that, when I make a swing, the more I were to rotate my body in both directions, the faster I can get that club head working. Unfortunately, the opposite of that is also true. If I make a swing and I don't rotate at all either way, and I have to purely get the club head speed from my arms and hands, I can't produce as much as I would like to. Now, not everyone's going to be able to turn through as much as the people on TV, but most of us can turn in the way back like the people on TV. A lot of people come in and they say, hey, listen, I don't have enough flexibility. I'm a senior golfer. I can't do a lot of turn during my backswing. And I don't necessarily agree with that. I want to go over a couple parts here that you can focus in on to make that backswing turn and increase it regardless of flexibility. The reality is the more I can turn back, the more potential speed during the way through. So backswing turn, what are some cheat things I can do to help turn back more? Well, there's 4 parts here and I'm going to work from the ground up. Part number 1. My feet. The more I flare my right foot out from address, the easier it is for me to make a backswing turn. If my right foot is square or inward a little bit, that would make it harder for me to turn back. I want to have my right foot flared at address to increase my backswing turn. Part number 2 going back is going to be my right leg. If I take a normal setup and my leg has a little bit of bend, when I go back, if I increase that bend when I go back or even keep the same bend at address, that's going to limit my amount of turn during the backswing. What I want to do when I go back is allow that leg from address to lose some of its flex, lose some bend, increase that turn that way. So right foot's flared out. I'm letting my right leg lose some flex. The next part is the belt buckle turn. If I make a normal swing and I can only turn my shoulders maybe 30 to 45 degrees without turning my hips at all, where I can't turn back a lot like that, I need to turn my belt buckle back. I need to turn my hips back. If I take 30 to 45 degrees of shoulder turn, and now I turn my belt buckle back towards the camera and I add 45 degrees of hip turn, and now all of a sudden I have my 90 degrees of shoulder turn. A lot of you are going to need to have more freedom with that belt buckle, more hip turn during the backswing to help us get more turn. So right foot flare, right leg, belt buckle. What else do I have? Well, the last piece is going to be in terms of centeredness or extension. So when I go up to the top, I don't want to make any kind of swings where I'm overly bent forward, nor do I want to make any swings where I'm overly tilted towards the target. In really good, powerful golf swings, there's going to be a little bit of extension at the top to help more turn. But most of you are going to have to focus on the lower body pieces. So I want to have my right foot flared one more time. I want to lose some flex in my right leg, and I want to increase that belt buckle turn. Those 3 big ones on the way back are going to allow more backswing turn. And again, more backswing turn is going to lead to more downswing turn and more speed. That's part number 1. Now, the second part of this is with the feet. So where my pressure goes in my feet is another big indicator of speed. From my face on here, when I take a normal setup, I might have the pressure in my feet about 50-50. If I wanted to hit the ball the longest, I'd do what I would do in any other sports from here. If I were to make a baseball swing here, what does that look like? I shift some pressure into my right foot, I shift some pressure into my left foot, and then I open up and swing. If I were swinging a tennis racket, I shift some pressure into my right, I swing, I shift some pressure into my left. If I threw a ball, how would that look like? I shift some pressure right, I shift some pressure left, and then I throw. And the same thing is true here with the golf swing. What I don't want to have happen is I don't want to start 50-50. If I work more pressure into my left and increasingly work more pressure into my left, that's more difficult for me to increase speed. If I stay 50-50 the whole way, that'll be a neutral amount. But if I want to increase speed, which is what is the point here, I would increase the amount of pressure I shift into my right foot during the backswing. Now, when I say increase pressure, I'm not saying take your whole body and throw it way to the right here. All I'm saying is increase my foot pushing into the ground, get a little more pressure into my right foot, so during the downswing I can push off of that right foot, and then I can whip that club head through and get some more club head speed. So if I want to put these pieces together here, I'm looking at more backswing turn. I'm looking at weight and pressure in my feet as the primary two indicators. Everyone watching this video can increase their backswing turn with those moves. Everyone in this video with better pressure traces, moving their weight and their feet a little better, can increase club head speed. I'm gonna go ahead and hit a shot and put these together. When you practice it, understand, like anything else, we need to exaggerate in the beginning. Turn a lot. Watch the longest drivers in the world. What do they look like? Watch a Bubba Watson. Huge turn into the backswing. Huge pressure shift into the right. Not body going right, but huge pressure shift into the right. Big turn, hits the ball a mile, and you can do the same thing. So let's go ahead and do one here. Let's put all these pieces together. I'm going to take my normal setup position. I'm going to let my right foot get flared a little bit. Let this right leg lose a little flex. Let this belt buckle turn a little bit and shift a little pressure into my right. Play around with these pieces. Maybe you don't do all those at one time. Start with just the foot flare and get a little pressure going. Then start to add the right leg losing flex. Get a little pressure moving. Then add the belt buckle. See which one works best for you. But these are the pieces we need to watch. So let's go ahead and give it a go. I'm gonna let my lower body turn, right foot flare, get that belt buckle turning, really shift into that right side going back. And let's go ahead and increase our club head speed. And there was a solid strike there. So work those pieces to increase your club head speed. More backswing turn, more pressure shifting in your feet, just like any other athletic motion. Hope you guys like this video. Please subscribe below. Let us know if you guys have any comments. Please favorite this, and we'll talk to you all soon.